The journey begins for some, continues for others. Push comes to shove when the 3A champs of Hazelhurst take on feisty Forest. Could the Indians chop down the Cats? Familiarity breeds resentment. Prep and MRA no stranger to one another, but tonight, the most epic game in the storied rivalry, and we're the only station there till the final gun for a finish you gotta see to believe. And it's not the size of the enrollment in the school, it's the size of the fight. Our Sonic Game of the Week takes us to Pelahatchie as the Chiefs try and brunt the Heinz AHS ground and pound attack. Which small school play the biggest? Friday night just got serious. Tell them.
The road to Jackson starts tonight!
From the 16 WAPT studio, it's Friday night. And this is Blitz 16.
The Kings of Jackson Callaway taking on Saltillo. Where is Saltillo, you ask? Well, smack dab between Bobby Hall's stomping grounds of Guntown and Tupelo. Second quarter, Saltillo actually up 17-14, but Carlos Ransburg takes it, and we got to go through these 33 yards and get straight to the limo, y'all. That score puts up Callaway 28-17 before half. Visiting Tigers, though, hanging tough like NKTOB. Kids, that's who stole girls away from me before Justin Timberlake. It's Mitsubishi Diamante Pounds. Diamante Pounds, what a name. Lives up to the billing. Saltillo only gets a field goal, though. Then the Chargers go for the jugular. 28 yards, courtesy of Jabari Woodcock's Callaway Cruises, 56-34. They're going to host Clarksdale next week. Our night, your week, never complete until we rendezvous at 11:37. It's called Blitz 16. I'm named Aslan, and Bank Plus makes the party possible. Now, styles make fights, and it set our game of the week apart from the herd this week. The S in Heinz, AHS, stands for Smash Mouth, Ray, but Pelahatchie, no pushover. Could the air attack make a difference in this one? I don't know. What do you know, Ray?
I don't know much, but I can tell you we go deep to Rankin County for our Sonic Game of the Week. Who says we don't care about the small schools, man? Pelahatchie versus Heinz AHS. Opening round of the 1A playoffs, smash mouth, over 250 yards on the ground for both teams. Mike Perchik and the Chiefs were in Chiefs country tonight and have more.
Tonight, two teams face off that are mirror images of each other. Two of the state's top defenses between them, only allowing 26 points per game. It's going to come down to the offensive and defensive line. Will the Chiefs spear the Bulldogs, or the Bulldogs run past the Chiefs?
Put it on the ground! Let's get it!
First possession, the junior Darius West finds a crease and makes it count. A 7-yard run nets the Bulldogs 7 points. Heinz enjoying the early lead. Pelahatchie ball, they're looking for a big play, but it's the senior, Ja'Cory Thomas, making sure tonight won't be his last game, coming up with the pick. Chief D would hold, though, so still 7-0 until late in the second quarter. Bulldogs put together a 7-minute drive all on the ground, capped off with West running towards the east for a 20-yard score. Extra point no good, so at half, it's 13-0 Heinz. Second half, Pelahatchie looking for a spark and finds one. Tony Beeman finding Mitchell Taggart, who laterals to the freshman Keldrick Stokes. The hook and ladder ran to perfection. 79 yards later, the Chiefs within a score. Our chief photographer, Lamont Brown, getting knocked down on the play. That's why you don't skip leg day, folks. 13-7 Heinz. Still third quarter, Pelahatchie ball, but it's Gamaliel Turner reading the route perfectly, picking it off, running it 39 yards for the score, taking all the momentum with him. 19-7 Dogs. Next play from scrimmage, it's LeBarion Taylor's turn. He comes up with the takeaway. Pelahatchie turning into Pick City for Heinz. Late fourth quarter, still 19-7. Jarius West on his 40th carry of the night. His final one, scores from 18 yards out, his third of the game. The Bulldogs go on the road and pull off the wire-to-wire upset, 25-7.
I just did it for my team. I told them that you had to be hungry up on this field, and I just did it for my team. That's all it was.
Well, we just take it one step at a time. There's no tougher region than the region we played in. Like I said, we've been playing playoff football ever since day one, so we're ready.
In the Choctaw language, Pelahatchie means Crooked Creek. Tonight, it meant Crooked Scoreboard. It was the Bulldogs behind a big offensive game from Jarius West and a defense that forced 5 turnovers coming into town, pulling off the upset. They'll be playing next week for Pelahatchie, the number 2 seed in 1A football. Their year prematurely ends at home. From Pelahatchie, Mike Perchik, Blitz 16.
All right, thanks, Mike. There you see it again, folks. Your quick recap. Heinz AHS gets the 9th win of the year, 25-7. They advanced to the next round. Hey, congrats to Bill Ward and the Peleahatchie Chiefs, though, on a great season. All right, I had the MAIS beat tonight, and this was my second stop. MRA at Jackson Prep for a spot in the Academy 3A title game. It was a slugfest on Lakeland Drive, folks. Get ready. We pick it up start of the third quarter. MRA with a 7-3 lead. They're about to add more to it on their first offensive play of that quarter. Blitz 16 Player of the Week alum Zach Everhart, right up the middle, might be the fastest kid in MAIS. Races untouched for 6. MRA takes a 14-3 lead. Upset alert? You can't shake Jackson Prep, though. Gene Wood back to pass, goes to the corner of the end zone. Parker Carisi reels it in for the touchdown. The extra point cuts the lead to 4. Remember that connection. Push ahead to the fourth quarter now. Prep driving again. Wood finds Connor Harris on the sideline, breaks tackles for a nice gain and first down. That will lead to this. A few plays later, another Blitz 16 alum, Ian McGraw, jumps over a teammate for pay dirt. Prep takes a 17-14 lead. Oh, it gets better. MRA isn't going away either. They drive down the field 80 yards, cap off the drive with this. On fourth down, Caleb Schufeld connects with Carter Bounds, and with strength like that, he's bound to score. MRA with the go-ahead TD with a minute and change to go in the game, folks. Here we go. Prep would drive almost 80 yards as well, dinking and dunking themselves into the red zone. They could not score on first, second, nor third and goal, so it's gonna come down to this. Fourth down, less than 20 seconds on the clock. Gene Wood, under center, rolling to his right, everything covered on that side, so he reverses field, scans the end zone again, nothing, takes off for the end zone, and at the last second, lobs it up, and Parker Carisi snatches it out of the air, gets a foot down with 0.5 seconds left on the clock. Folks, that's what you call a game winner. Jackson Prep literally wins on the final second. 24-21 is your final. You'll find out later in the show who they'll face in the state title game. They don't care about that right now, though. They're partying, man.
Oh, man. Poor MRA.
Yeah, I know. They played hard, man.
Punch, man. Wow. Let's carry on. 5A North. Pearl taking on tradition-rich West Point. Pirates up 14-7.5. They're relaxed. Coach says, what's up? Hey, man. How you doing, Coach? Well, Darius Carpenter showing the Dim-Mock. What's a Dim-Mock? Deft touch. Great pass to Romello Mosley, and he rolls over midfield and more. Then it's Carpenter to the always dangerous Demorius Booby Brown. What can Brown do for you? Get your first downs and move sticks. This drive, though, ends in a field goal, which would be a theme in the third quarter. Next drive, everyone talking about MSU-bound Eris Williams at West Point, but Pearl, they've got a primetime player at running back. Jordan Wright, well-executed draw, pulls the Pirates into the red zone, but again, they settle for a field goal. Kicker, enjoy your brief FaceTime. Pearl goes up 20-7 in the fourth quarter. West Point feeling the heat. Eris Williams, a running back by trade, gets a green light to throw it, but it's a gold jersey. Rankin County, 73% land, the rest covered by Stacy James. From there, Ladarius Carpenter pulls the handoff, keeps it, stops in his track, reverses course. Well played, sir. Pearl wins 33-20. Next up, a trip to Oxford, anchor down. All right, revenue generating time. Get paid, people. When we come back, the Bulldogs of Brandon feeling just fine, but when they want to see their vet, their journey back to Jackson starts with Harrison Central. Are they beginning their Peterson postseason peak? Find out next.
My name is Daniel. My name is Micah. I want to be 16.
Do you know what the worst compliment you can give a football coach is? Tell him his team is good. Brandon was the #1 team in the state until faltering against Petal. Since then, the Dogs are 4-0 and have scored 41 or more points during that span. To the Lou. Brandon's journey back to Jackson has to go through the Rebels of Harrison Central. The start to this one, less than ideal for the Bulldogs. Things break down, and Gardner Minshew forcing one off of his back foot that's intercepted by Quavier Hammond. Rebels take a 3-0 lead, but Minshew quickly finds his Bob Marley greatest hit CD and puts it on Redemption Song. He keeps it from 9 yards out. Dogs go up 7-3. Josh Sowers, what's up, bud? Harrison Central regains a 10-7 edge, and then Brad Peterson and company poured on like Def Leppard and Sugar. Speaking of confectionaries, Sherbert. Darian Tillis, 26-yard, cutting on a dime, 17-7 Bulldogs. Ensuing kickoff now. Why are we showing a kickoff? Tricky Pete, Jim Spites, master of the onside kick. Chris Harper with the recovery. Let the onslaught begin. Minshew, scanning. Goes with the comeback dime if Trent Dilfer was here. Austin Jasper obliges, 33-yard strike and score, 24-7 Brandon. And now let's enjoy a masterpiece. Blitz has got some art involved in it. Look at Gunnar Boykin's offensive line working in concert, creating a hole for Devin Wilson. He busts through the hole with a pitcher of delicious red Kool-Aid. Brandon rolls 44-17. They're gonna head to Meridian next week. Let's head now to the jungle. Keep it in 6A. Madison, they're getting fired up. Oh, be somebody. Oh, be somebody. First play, Trey Smith is gonna take the handoff, and he's nearly gonna score. Jimmy's boy got dinged up a little bit later in this one, but this drive eventually ends on a missed field goal attempt. But Madison gets the ball back eventually here after this kick goes not so good. It's going to be Joseph Willis trying to get things back on track for Madison Central, and he's going to do so by dumping it off to Mr. Trey Smith. Trey, he's good at football. He scores 7-0 MC. Cameron Bowman now for DeSoto, tries to find Mark Partee down the middle for a long gain, does so, but Madison Central getting back into the groove when they get the ball back. Keenan Barnes, he good. Catches, shakes a tackle, going the distance. He's going for speed. 14-0 Madison Central. They win 35-13. Who do they play next week, you ask? Well, how about this? A little treat from us, courtesy of our friends at WTVA in Tupelo. Tupelo hosting Warren Central, and it's the Vikings' Aaron Stamps starting things off with a 10-yard carry. That's a first down, but this drive ends with no points. So we push the further action in the first quarter. 4th and 2 for the Golden Wave. Quinn Tiggs dives for a Tupelo first down. Moments later, Tiggs is going to score on a 1-yard touchdown. That makes it 7-0 Tupelo. They take a lead, but this game actually goes to the wire. Reed Bigham hits the game-winning 38-yard field goal for Tupelo. And that means the Golden Wave, hey, come on down to Brick City. Them Blankets versus them Bricks. They're going to take on Madison Central next week.
That should be a good one, man. Now we find out who Jackson Prep will play for the state championship. Jackson Academy hosting Presbyterian Christian. So to the Brickyard we go. First quarter, PCS up 7-0 early. But trust me, that's not for long. J.A. driving and capping it off with this. Duncan Maxwell around the left side, turns on the afterburners, falls across the goal line for 6. Extra point ties the game. Next drive for the Raiders. They go to the air, completely fooling me on the play action. Nick Conley goes deep to a wide open Travis Ford. He makes the catch just like that. Jackson Academy leads 14-7. Hey, giving it to number 12 seems like a good idea. Let's do it again, Coach Sykes. This time, Ford takes a quick hitter, turns it into a home run. Travis Ford running home like he's going to miss this highlight. He will not. J.A. advances, will face his arch rivals at Mississippi College in Clinton. They win 42-13. Got it. All right, time for some more action. Simpson Academy versus Indianola Academy. Pick it up second half. Simpson Academy's Mason Herron drops back the pass. He will throw a bomb, and it will be caught by Kobe Burton. He will be brought down around the 27-yard line. Then a couple of plays later, Simpson Academy's Mason Herron doesn't like this. He's picked off by Indianola's Hunter Vance. So, Indianola on the move now. Wheeler Timms, great name, will take the handoff, break a couple of tackles on his way to pick up a first down. Later in the half, it's Indianola again, but this time they get the favorite return. They throw an interception of their own to Simpson Academy's Daniel Taylor. A couple of plays later, Mason Herron on the quarterback keeper all the way down to the 2-yard line. And yes, sir, yes, ma'am, that will lead to this. Mason Herron calling his own number. He scores the touchdown. That puts Simpson Academy up 34-6, and they go on to win by the final of 34-6. So, halfway home, but you know we got plenty more show to go. But for now, check out these scores from around the Magnolia State tonight.
16 WAPT and Bank Plus congratulate Northwest Rankin senior running back Curtis Hicks, selected as the Blitz 16 Bank Plus Player of the Week with 203 rushing yards and 2 touchdowns. Congratulations, Curtis Hicks.
How you pep rally people. Northwest Rankin sending their boys off in style for that opening round playoff game against South Panola, which they dropped 45-3. But the good folks for Bank Plus and I were on hand to award Curtis Hicks his trinkets of success for being the Bank Plus Blitz 16 Player of the Week. He is our final winner of the 2013 season. He and all our other weekly winners will be honored at the end-of-year gala at the Mississippi Sports Hall of Fame next month. Back to the highlights. To Indian Country, McDaniel Stadium in Hazelhurst, the sweet sound of the chop. The champs taking on Forest, and the Bearcats looking for the big play. Chris Mazik puts it up into one-on-one coverage, but Dedrick Reese with the incendiary speed with the pick and plenty of yap. Yards after pick. I just invented that. Trademarked. From there, time for a little sweep action. The living legend, Icelius Reese, 19-yard scamper for the king of the strip fumble. And hey, let's add another chapter to the book of Reese, shall we? Jet sweep. Oh, wait, no. Halfback pass. The Reese's Cup dime. Touchdown hauled in by John Bridges. Hazelhurst fends off a game Bearcat squad. They win 27-12. Next up, Tyler Town.
All right, man. Let's check out those McGee Trojans. They got it done against Northeast Jones last week. Let's see if they could get it done against Van Cleve this week. Hey, man, magic legs again.
Yeah.
Pick it up first quarter. McGee's Marcus Cheney takes the handoff, makes a couple of people miss before being pushed out around the 17-yard line. And that would set up McGee's Alonzo Brown, who would take it the rest of the way for the touchdown. McGee Trojans up early, man, 7-0. But Van Cleve has an answer on their first possession of the game. Taryn Crowley will take it 50 yards. Nobody's catching him all the way for 6. They will miss the extra point, so they're actually down a point, 7-6. Later in the first half, Van Cleve's Taryn Crowley, call his number again. He takes the handoff, picks up a gain of 13 yards. And in that second half, they would do just enough to end the Trojan season. They lose by a final of 19-14. All right, check this out, folks. How about one of the best stories of the year? The Lake Hornets 11-0 rolling, but they face their toughest test against East Marion tonight. Could they make the grade, deliver the sting? You'll know in about 2 minutes.
Welcome to the jungle! You're watching Blitz 16!
Welcome on back into the Blitz. Here's some friends of the program flying under the proverbial radar. The Lake Hornets, perfect 11-0 heading into tonight. Their reward, the fierce East Marion Eagles, eastbound and down, folks, to Lake. Juwan Bell getting things going for the home team on the keeper. He would be dragged down inside the 20. Lake then changes personnel inside the red zone. Great fake here by Matt Mitchell under center this time around. He keeps it, scoots in for the score. 2-point conversion, good. Tied game, that worked well. Why not do it again? Mitchell caps off another drive with a plunge, and Lake takes a lead. East Marion, though, they've got the final say in this one. Jonathan Abram, he is going to heave it downfield eventually to Christopher Newson. Refs call it a completion. This game eventually goes to overtime, and East Marion ends Lake's perfect run and their season with a 28-22 overtime win.
Getting way out there tonight, man. Let's head out to Scott Central, shall we? The Rebels hosting Taylorsville. And this highlight will start off with Taylorsville on the run. And it's their quarterback, James Keys, faking the handoff, and he's going to sneak it around for the first down. And then a few plays later, 6, anyone? He's going to get it again, and he'll pass it to the goal line for the touchdown. Trust me when I say it. It will be a touchdown. He didn't pass, he ran. The highlight said pass, but he ran. Same thing, whatever. Defense on full display for those Taylorsville, how you say it? Tartars? Tartars, there we go.
Yeah, man.
Doesn't matter, though, because in the end, Taylorsville is going to win big on this one, 35-6. Good job, guys. All right, you know what it is. 5 plays, the top high 5 plays. We'll have it after the break. Keep it locked on the Blitz.
Short on time, but the streak must live. Welcome back. Split 16 presented by Bank Plus, more than a name.
It's the promise.
The promise, top 5 plays.
Roll them. Number 5 on our list, folks, belongs to Madison Central's Keenan Barnes. Nice catch, right? Even better spin move. Spin cycle, sprints away from the defense for the touchdown. Jags roll over DeSoto Central.
Why is it so smoky out there? Number 4 comes from that wild MRA prep game that Ray was at. Defense on full display. William Townsend making a play on the ball, locks in one hand on the helmet. Was that like David Tyree-esque? Prep, though, wins in dramatic fashion. They play JA.
Number 3 comes from the Indian Country. Defense on full display again. Dedrick Reese of the Hazelhurst Reeses out there to pick off the pass. That's what we call ball skills. Indians moving on to the next round.
Number 2, from the Sonic Game of the Week, Bill Ward reaching deep into that playbook. Hook and ladder time. Tony Beam into Mitchell Target. Swings it back to Keldrick Stokes. Headed straight to the limo. Heinz AHS, they win, though. They play Stringer next week down in Utica.
And the Dr. Pepper top play of the night, of course, goes to Gene Wood and Parker Carisi of Jackson Prep. Facing 4th and goal, trailing by 4. Wood lobs it up to Carisi. Reels in the game-winning catch with 0.5 seconds left.
A controversial one, apparently.
A controversial one, that's true. They face JA in the state championship game next week, though.
So MRA fans said that he wasn't in. Somebody that was a unobjective or objective observer said that it was in, so it's a touchdown. Sorry.